Morning, everybody. Corey here. Right now it is 4:12. 8:03 a.m. in the morning on April 12th, 2017, and we have about an hour and a half before our next client. So I just want to go over a couple key points from the Financial Matrix book written by Warren Woodward, and three things that I would really like to talk about that he mentions in this book is Warren Buffett, Sam Waltz, and also Robert Kiyosaki. Okay, for those of you who don't know who Warren Buffett is known as the best investor of all time as of today. Okay, and he's still alive. He's worth billions. Net worth is billions. He's helped thousands, millions of people around the world, teaching his principles of health. Well, not health, but financial health, we can say, the wellness thinking, financial fitness thinking. And one of the biggest things that we learn from Warren Buffett is that the two biggest secrets to obtaining your wealth. Okay, the first one is, of course, living within your means, not spending more than you make, and yeah, that's his first principle. Okay, live within your means and don't spend more than you make. Okay, the second biggest thing that he teaches is investing in yourself, and specifically in personal growth. That's his exact words, specifically in self-development and personal growth, because we know once we grow in here and we know how to do everything in here, okay, then of course all that gets extended out there. Don't forget the principle of correspondence by Hermes Trismegistus. It's the second principle of his 7 hermetic principles, and that is as within, so without, as above, so below. Whatever's happening within a person, he's going to express outside of them, okay, or he's going to express outside of himself. The next biggest person that I want to talk to you about is Sam Waltz. For those of you who don't know who Sam Waltz is, he's the guy who created Walmart. Sam Waltz's two biggest things that he taught was building communities of people, okay, leaders, building leaders, investing in people, not in the business, not in things for the business, but in the people that work the business. Okay, because the people behind things that actually get things done, it's not always the thing itself, it's the people behind that working the thing. Okay, so what Sam Waltz taught was building leaderships within his own business. Okay, and he also taught a turnkey system, that he had a definite, specific system in play, but all you need to do was learn how to turn the key to this system, and then the system runs itself. Okay, and of course, building his leadership, his people were the system through Walmart. Okay, now Walmart became, or is still known as, the biggest retail store there is today. Now that was Sam Waltz. And the last person I would like to talk with you about is Robert Kiyosaki. And Robert Kiyosaki illustrated what's known as this thing known as the Cashflow quadrants. And I actually want to show you a picture of it from the book. But this thing known as the Cashflow quadrants, there's 4 ways for us to bring in cash. There's 4 ways for us to build cash flow. And here it is, Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant. As you can see, on here it shows it on the right side, but it's on the left side of the quadrant. We have employee, self-employed, business owner, and then investor. Okay, employee and self-employed. Okay, these two are the worst ways for us to make money. Okay, they're 90% of people are on this side with 10% of the money. Okay, but on this side with business owner and investor, okay, these two are the best ways to make money. And the business owner side, he owns a system. Okay, on this side the people are the system. Okay, but on this side they own a system. Okay, the system runs itself whether they're there or not. For example, employee, they trade in their time and labor for dollars. Okay, self-employed trades their services. Okay, when the difference between employed and self-employed is that a self-employed gets more of the benefits from the employee, because instead of somebody going through somebody else to get the services from the employee, a self-employed goes and just directly hands them their services themselves. For my personal training business, for example, when I was doing that for a little bit, I stopped because training is not exactly something I see myself doing for the rest of my life. Plus, there was a ton for me to learn still when it comes to the training industry. And what I did, I went from employed to self-employed. I was still providing people my services. I was still doing the things necessary that I would always do if I was working at a corporate job. Okay, the difference is that instead of going through the corporate job and they spend the money through the corporation, they just come directly to me and they pay me directly. Those are the difference between employed and self-employed. Employed trading time and labor for money. Self-employed is strictly going and trading their services for money. Business owner, they have a system. Okay, like I was mentioning with Sam Waltz. Sam Waltz had a system, a business system that he created and he built, and his leaders were a part of that system, and they in turn built on top of that and on top of each other. And then eventually Walmart began to spread throughout the entire country. Okay, and then lastly we have our investor. Business owner, we have assets. We own a system and we have business assets. Like I had mentioned, we could go to bed one night and then wake up the next morning with more money because we have a system in play. This side of the quadrant is known as active income, and this side of the quadrant is known as passive income, residual income. Okay, because on this side, the only way we can make money is by trading our services. On this side, we could trade our services, build a bridge, and then from there on the bridge stays and then the money keeps flowing through, or we could say a pipeline, for example, and I'll end this with the illustration, or a analogy of exactly how that works. And then investor, this is the one where people have money working for them. You go invest your money into something which is going to bring you back more dollars. Okay, it's usually when people are trying to move over on this side, which is what I'm working on doing right now, we have to do it while we do this side. I could tell you it gets pretty tough at times, especially you get burnt out, you just get super tired, you don't want to be doing this so much anymore because you're too busy thinking a lot about this and trying to get this going because that's where you truly belong, instead of being somewhere like this. All of us deserve more in life. It's just a fact of, are we going to learn and educate ourselves on exactly how to get those things done, because these things aren't exactly taught in the general schools. Lots of people don't know about this. And then of course, like we were saying with the investors have money working for them. And that's Robert Kiyosaki's Cashflow quadrant. I thought it was a phenomenal graph. It's amazing how many ways there is to be able to make money, and a job is by far the worst, because not only do people that are employees, they pay taxes to the business owner, they pay taxes to the bank, and they pay taxes to the government. So people that are employees not only are getting paid the less, but they're getting taxed the most. It's just that alone is just like, why? Nobody wants, anyway. All opinions aside, we'll just stick to the facts for right now. Self-employed, okay, they get some tax benefits because they have their own self-employed business, but yet they are the business. They're still, there's no way they can make money unless they go out there and provide their services. Business owner and investor are definitely the best ways to be able to make money, because not only do you get yourself involved in a cause which is helping to change not only people's lives, but in turn are going to help change the world. Because, excuse me, I got the hiccups. Because the majority, this entire world runs the way it is because of the people that are on it. Okay, and when we educate the people and we allow the people to know exactly how this stuff works, the whole world's going to be better as a whole, because now we're educated. We have the information on how things exactly work. Okay, there is wrong thinking and correct thinking. Okay, that does exist. And if you're not thinking correctly, you're going to have a lot of negative results in your life, because there are definite ways of doing everything, literally everything. Whether it's a relationship, there's principles to having a relationship. Whether it's a business, there's specific principles to follow when it's involved with business. When it comes to your money, okay, there are specific principles to follow when handling and managing your money. So it's very important that we learn and educate ourselves upon these things. And we've already reached past 10 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and end it right here with our analogy of passive income and active income. Active income, like we mentioned earlier, is on the employee and self-employed side, because it's very similar to carrying buckets. Say you have a well at the back of your house, for example, okay, and this well is full of water, and you want to get that water inside of the house so you guys have water to drink. Okay, you need to physically grab some buckets, go out there to the well, drop the bucket down into the water, pull some water up, and then carry it back into the house. It's the exact same thing as an employee or self-employed. Okay, we need to provide services. We need to train time and labor in order to get the results that we are looking for, especially when it comes to the result of currency. On the other side, the passive residual income, okay, it's like building a pipeline. So let's say instead of you picking up buckets and carrying them to the well each time you want to get water, you start digging a hole, okay, and you build a pipeline from the well to your refrigerator or whatever it is that you want to dispense the water at, okay, and then the pipeline, the water automatically gets fed to you, so you wouldn't have to keep carrying buckets outside just to get some water. It's there already. Okay, that's exactly what happens on the business owner and investor side. They have money in a system working for them, because everybody only has 24 hours in a day. Okay, and you know, why is it that somebody is able to make so much money in 24 hours than somebody else who's not making so much money in that exact same 24 hours? This guy is obviously doing something that this guy isn't doing. Okay, and the one thing this guy is doing is building a passive residual income. Okay, he's building a business and he's investing. Okay, well, on this side is they're too busy trading their time and labor and services for money. So I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. If you watched this video, thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, again, thank you so much for watching. And I hope this information helped you guys out somewhat. I know it's been helping me out a ton. And the principles that these people follow, they're just so simple, so simple. And with all that being said, you guys, remember our daily affirmations that we are the lights of the world, you and me, and together we can make a difference in this world, but it starts with us. So with that being said, I'll see you guys on the other side of the galaxy, and take care.